Good evening, faithful followers and brothers and sisters. I'm in a little bit of an odd mood. I was going to be watching NCAA basketball as soon as my Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune went off. Not real sure how much I'm concerned about Wichita State, but then again, if they're in this grouping, then there's a chance they could play Kentucky or Duke. And I happen to like both those teams. Now, for those of you who don't know, I'm on disability. Don't get me wrong, I could walk a mile, 2 miles today. Might not be able to get out of bed for the next 2 days aside from to go to the bathroom. Might be able to stand up long enough to make macaroni and cheese, maybe not. I get they diagnosed me, one day at a time. Vertigo this week. Next week, tinnitus. Next week, whatever. I have PTSD. That has been determined by multiple sources. They made their decision based on seeing me for 15 minutes in an office last Saturday. And with the reports of the psychologist or the neurologist I saw first, who I quit seeing because he was an opinionated asshole, and they didn't view the reports of the one who actually did testing on me. They strangely took the reports of my 2 nights of visiting Horizon Hospital, but did not take the report of I went from Horizon Hospital by ambulance to a willing incarceration at Parkview Pavilion Mental Institute. Yes, I went to the loony bin. And they determined I couldn't work. And they put me on all sorts of drugs. And then I've been seeing a therapist. They say they pursued the Centerstone records. Let's see which records they pursued from Centerstone. Okay. Well, hey, they pursued the prescriptions that they prescribed. Looks like they followed their notes for all of last year. I don't know if they were looking for my therapist there who quit last May, or the girl who writes my psych meds. It's like they picked and choose what they wanted to review. So I'm appealing. I've got to appeal tonight. I've got to write an appeal right now on asking them to keep my payments coming so I can continue to see doctors and things. And I don't have to try and return right now. Because if I return to work, I'm going to be calling them again in a week, filing again. And because there's no way I can work a full work week. It's impossible. I can't do it. I couldn't work a full work week 4 hours a day in the morning. Mornings being my best times. When I was trying to do that from home. Now, maybe I've improved so much in the past 3 years that maybe I can work again. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm perfect now. Aside from the fact, if you see me try and pick up that old TV and put it back in there, my right arm's going to drop it. I'm right-handed. The weakness is still there. I have no short-term memory. I have to be taught things over and over. And the psychoneurological evaluation stated with lots of pictures and pretty colors. Well, he didn't say pretty colors, but that's how I took it. Well, let's just say I thought things were really starting to look up. I knew better. It doesn't happen in my life. If I'm happy, there's something I don't know about. That has been true all my life. When I'm happy, there is something really terrible going on behind the scenes that I just don't know about. Always has been. Always will be. I was hoping, now that I've learned that my credit score is 699, I was hoping to go to one of these places that has these buy here, pay here, finance here, nothing down, and say, look at my credit score. What can I get for payments on that car? And I want something, I want something ancient. I want something in the 80s. Like an 80s Toyota pickup truck or Nissan pickup truck would be wonderful for me. But as of now, I've pretty much taken that to get my hands on. Because if they are going to take me off disability, there are some things, adrenaline can get me through some things I have to do. And they cover a lot of states. For 2 days I've been looking for the new notebooks with those addresses and I can't find them. But I can find them again online. I don't think I ever stopped paying the place, so they're taking about $15 out of my check each month, so yeah, they should help me pretty easily. And nobody will know what's going on. Nobody at all. Except for a particular internal affairs police department, and they will know almost immediately. That's where the problems arise. That's why it has to be all done very quickly. Why I need to be driving. But, Shelly apparently really likes the radio. Now I'm extraordinarily depressed. I have kind of come to the conclusion that even though I've got a place in all of the places I go where I can commit suicide, where they won't be bothered by my body or any of the cleanup, or probably even know for a few days. They sure as hell won't find me for a few days. One of the good things about getting lost, you find places that you weren't looking for. But I'd really rather do the things I feel I have to do before I leave this life. And probably cop a side. End it that way. The end of the movie Great Balls of Fire. Richard Gere has an obsession with Jerry Lee Lewis. And the cops have finally cornered him. I mean, there's just row after row. Cop cars. There's nowhere he's going. They've all got their drums on, guns drawn, they're all set, and he's really got no place to go. And he's dropped his gun to the ground, and they said, "Okay, now turn around, and put your hands on your head." And he starts tapping one of his legs, his knee, says, "Goodness," and goes through and gets to "Goodness gracious, great balls of," and it ends as he's dropping and spinning and rolling and reaching for the pistol all in one move. And full damn well he's going out. But hey, he might take one or two with him. It's pretty cool. That's an old movie. Most of you girls probably don't even know who Richard Gere is. He used to be considered very good looking. As a matter of fact, he's been on talk shows lately, so maybe he's considered real good looking again. He was the George Clooney of the, 80s? Yeah, I guess 80s and early 90s. Anyway, I'm babbling just because I wanted to talk. And I don't want to start on this appeal. Well, what this is I'm saying, dear Social Security Administration, I would like my payments to continue as I am appealing because of these facts. And then somebody in some massive federal office down in Nashville will decide when and where they want to talk to me. I hope they don't want me to bring the paperwork, because to get a doctor's office to print you paperwork to bring, it's like 25 cents, 30 cents a sheet. And 12 days in a psychiatric ward, there's a lot of shit. Anyway, I've been trying since I wound up being accepted back in my home, no longer on exile. I've been trying to get my former therapist to contact me for any reason. First, just because I was back. Hey, I'm back. Contact me, please. And then a couple of days ago, hey, I'm back. I'd kind of like to talk to you, and I don't remember what it was. I was looking for a referral to somebody, I think. Oh, I was looking to ask if he could designate one of my pets as a service animal. Yes, it's hard to get cats designated as service animals, but for people with PTSD, just something to take care of helps. I really think all 4 of my cats should be designated as service animals, because taking care of one cat's a breeze. Well, Anderson is going to now work on this form, and I'll be ready for the Kentucky Duke game in about another 45 minutes. Till then, I'll listen to some really good music and probably smoke. I did have dinner. I had a can of Vienna sausage and some saltines, and then a chewy granola bar. I've been trying to get granola bars. It's best for your body if you eat like 5-6 small meals a day. So I'll have a bowl of cereal in the morning, and if Jan and I have dinner together, that'll be, like a decent meal. And in between, I'll have like a chewy granola bar here, crunchy granola bar there, special K bar there, stuff like that. Kind of splitting it up. Although it may not be of any consequence. I really wanted to make September 21st of this year. I really wanted to make that and have enough money to travel. And if that date means something to you, and you know who you are and why I would want to travel on that date, comment. Alright, I'm out of here. Maybe in more ways than one. Hey, I've got at least this month and next month's payments coming. Yeah, I kind of find it interesting that it stated that the Social Security ended on the 15th and the form was written on the 23rd. It's the government. Alright, anyway. Anderson out.